Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexiot's here for a preview for tonight for Raptors versus Philadelphia at home against the Sixers. I'm not going to take some time to do the comments or anything today because my internet is very choppy this morning. It's already kicked me off. So I'm going to be very quick and expediting how I do this preview right now, y'all. So don't fill me up with a lot of chat right now because I just want to get this done and get offline because the internet is being very, very fishy and squirrely right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. So I'm going to do them in order. Injury report for tonight. Scotty Barnes was seen on a scooter yesterday, scooting around Toronto. So I think he's okay. He should be able to play. I'm not going to read the comments right now just because I want to get this done and just get off the air because my internet, I just want to get it done and so I can film it and stuff. So y'all can write stuff, but I'm not going to read them right now for the stream. I'm just going to go ahead and do the preview straight up. Scotty was on a scooter yesterday, and as Cool Cat said in the last stream, maybe the scooter's motorized, but that does kind of bode well that he probably will play tonight and stuff like that. So I think Scotty's going to play tonight. I honestly do think he's going to play. And unfortunately, we won't get that Cameroonian connection that you guys are saying. I don't think we will. But it doesn't totally make sense to play Christian against Joel, even though that seems like a nice thing to do and stuff like that. It'll happen eventually. It just may not happen tonight. Now, if it happens tonight, that's great too. But I really want Scotty back. I'd like to have Scotty back for this game against the Sixers, just for reasons from the game and the playoffs, the stuff that happened in the playoffs and stuff like that. On the other side, DeAnthony Melton is the only player that's injured for the Sixers, and he's day-to-day, so he could actually play. So they're pretty much fully healthy. Our only player that's for sure out is Otto Porter, and Scotty is 50-50. So we'll have to see if Scotty's there or stuff like that. Good morning, Seymour Pape. No, I just had technical difficulties, and that's part of the reason why I restarted just now and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm going to do this real quick because I don't want to get this screwed up more. And also, please limit. I almost turned it off the chat because I think it may have something to do with how things are going offline and stuff like that. There's too much happening with my internet. So please limit the chat. I almost turned it off. I didn't even want to turn it on for this because I was just going to do the straight up information dump and then get off because I do want to get off here in like the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just going to give you all the information and log off because my internet is so unstable right now. I just want to get it done. All right. So the next part of what I'm going to do is the ref report because let's just get this done and out of the way so y'all can know the information. Our ref crew tonight is very good, actually. I really like our ref crew. We have our head ref is Curtis Blair. Curtis Blair is a referee for 16 years. He's from Roanoke, Virginia. He's the guy who likes the movie Grease and Casey and JoJo. Lamb curry's his favorite meal and stuff like that. He was a former player in the NBA, so he knows a lot about the NBA from a player's perspective. We have a 61% winning percentage under Curtis Blair, and the Sixers have a 41.5 winning percentage. So it's pretty much split 60-40 for the Raptors when Curtis Blair is the referee. So that's not a bad referee to have as your crew chief tonight. Brett Bernecki is our second ref. He's from Florida. He is a lawyer, and he does pro bono work for people at this point. He seems like an okay guy. He is right down the middle with us as far as like we have a 48 win percentage, and that is actually our win percentage for our franchise historically. So he is right there at the win percentage of our franchise for our career, 48%, which isn't great, but it isn't the worst. But listen, Philadelphia's win percentage under lawyer Brett Bernecki is 36.4. So they have a much worse winning percentage for Bernecki. Now the fire trucks are starting up. We've had so much noise outside my house for this stream. This is the most chaotic, crazy, stupid ass stream I've had. Between the internet connections, the little kids making so much noise out my window, cars driving by with squeaky brakes, and sirens and all kinds of stuff. So bear with me. I'm frustrated. I want to get this fucking thing done. And I may not read all y'all's comments this morning because I just want to get in and out before the internet completely shuts me down and stuff like that. Our third ref is Brett Nansel, and he is our junior ref. He's in his 8th season. He's from Montana. His favorite movie is Top Gun, and his favorite musician is Alan Jackson, and he can play the tenor saxophone. And once again, We have a really good percentage under Brett Nansel. He's one of our best refs overall out in the entire league. 65% winning percentage from him, and the Sixers win half the time with him. They have a 50% win percentage when Brett Nansel's out there. So all three of the refs and the ref crew, we have better win percentages than the Sixers do, and two of the refs we win 60% of the time when they referee. So this is a friendly crew, and they hopefully everything will work out all right. We won't see any funny stuff. The only one that I'm a little suspicious of is Bernecki, the middle ref who's a lawyer and stuff like that. Our record isn't the best with him, but Blair and Nansel, perfect, great refs for us to have tonight. So there's your ref report, just real fast and real quick. And I've done the injuries now, so let's keep moving. Here's your real mascot matchup of the day. The last time we saw the Raptor, he was strapped to that bed in that room that seems like he's in a hospital. It's actually a sauna, he found out, because they cranked up the heat on him. These bad nurses, the Cavalier nurse and head nurse Annette. Yes, they're trying to kill the Raptor by overheating him in this sauna. And he had passed out and he's in this pool of sweat and he's strapped to this bed just like Misery, like James Caan. And he's like, what am I going to do? Like, I can literally feel myself dying because of this heat. I'm a cold-blooded animal. And I don't like this heat. This heat can be very crazy to me and hurt me. Although cold-bloodedness also helps him in this situation to kind of regulate his heat to a degree, like a Gila monster or something like that out in the desert. But still, it is very taxing and hurting him. So he's got to have a plan. He's got to figure something out. Well, he just remembered, and his little haze of like, oh, I'm so out of it, that he has chompers. He's a raptor. He's got some jaws with big teeth and sharp teeth at that. So he kind of just like slips his mouth underneath the strap and chomps, and he like frees himself from the bed, but he's really weak. And he gets up out of the bed and he's like real skinny. It's almost like he went to a sweat lodge with Phil Jackson as a member of his basketball team and like had an awakening or something like that. Oh, it feels like, yeah, y'all come in here and sweat a bit. You're gonna see things, but you'll learn things too. You know, he's like in a sweat lodge with Phil Jackson is how it feels and stuff like. So he's like, I gotta get out of here, and he's like hitting the door. He's trying to hit in the door, but he's weakened because he's like really skinny now. It's like he lost a bunch of weight because of the sauna treatment. Well, he's going to bust through the door and he finds out that he's not even in a hospital. He's in like somebody's house, and that it just had a room to the side, this sauna room that was kind of had a hospital bed in it and stuff like that. He's like, what the fuck is this place? So he runs out the front door and nobody catches him. And he's running down the street and he flags down a car. It's just some random dude driving by. And it's kind of like one of these situations where somebody escapes from a sex dungeon and they're like running and knocking on the people's doors, like, it's like kind of like that. Well, he's like on the street and the car pulls up and he says, get in, get in. He's like, what's wrong? What's happening to you? And he gets in the car and he's in the back seat. And the guy's like, what's happening to you? Oh my gosh, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm like, this is really crazy situation. And the guy looks and turns back and he seems familiar. He looks at him in the face. He's like, wait a second, do I know you? He's like, I've seen you in a dream or something like that. He's like, no, a lot of people think they know me because I look like someone famous. I was like, you do look like someone famous. You look like somebody who's on the $100 bill. Yeah, that's who they say I look like. I look like Dollar Bill. They call me Bill because of that. Because of me looking like a Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, you look like Benjamin Franklin, like a Benjamin Franklin cosplayer. Yeah. So he's in the car with Benjamin Franklin cosplayer. If y'all know from this series last year who this character was from last season's Real Mascots matchup, well, is this a friendly Ben Franklin? Is this cosplay Ben Franklin a nice guy? Well, we'll have to find out next time on the Real Mascot matchup if he's going to take him to a beautiful destination or it's a very dangerous situation. Yeah, there you go. Real mascot matchup. Wow, can I do this in under 10 minutes? All right, here's our keys to the victory tonight, y'all. We need to force turnovers on Joel Embiid and James Harden. We need to get them to cough the ball up. We would like James Harden to shoot and not pass. If we can lay off of him a little bit, dare him to shoot and just irritate him at the last second. he will miss his shots. And I'd love to see James Harden shoot like 9 for 30 tonight. Let them direct water through him, but we don't want him directing the water off of him towards people like Maxey and Embiid, because they will get going the more James passes to them. So we need to play for the pass and guard away so that they doesn't get the ball successfully to his teammates to get them going. So I want to see us let James try and shoot. Let him shoot all he wants. Let him shoot very much almost all their shots, because he will miss 30, like he'll only make like 30% of the shots. So they can be very efficient if it's Houston James and we don't let him pass, we make him shoot. So Raptors, let James Harden shoot all night, but irritate his shot so he misses it. And don't let him let those other guys get engaged in the game. It really is a top-heavy team right now. They are not getting any bench production. They're not getting a lot of help from anybody on that team other than Harden, Embiid, and Maxey, and a little bit of Tobias Harris. So we need to really let James do what he wants to do himself, but not what he wants the other guys to do off of him. And I think we'll do really well tonight. Philadelphia has not looked good in all kinds of different ways so far this season. They got a gimme game against Indiana on Monday night. And of course, they better win that game. It's Indiana. They're not that good. And they have lost every single other game. They're 1-3. And, you know, the new ESPN Power Rankings came out. I was talking about it on the broken stream from earlier, and they have us at 15th. But at least we're ranked above Philadelphia, Brooklyn, and a couple other teams that are just below us. Now, New York Knicks is ranked above us on the power rankings right now. I think that's silly. And then Cleveland being number 6 after we beat them on opening night and them being higher than us, yeah, that's a little silly too. But the rankings are okay for the most part, although we'll be moving up at 2-2 and stuff like that. All right, I'm just going to really quick go through y'all's comments real quick and make this a 15-minute stream so that y'all can see I can actually do a very, very short content, and that sometimes we just take our time because we enjoy it. But today we're under the wire, under the gun, because my internet is so flaky right now. And I just want to make sure I get this done, guys. All right, so I'm going to real fast read through them. We're back. We back. Yes, you did not miss it, Seymour. We're here. Good to see you, Raptor Freak, Seymour Pape. Cool Cat saying Scotty could be back for Friday. I prefer the ankle to be way better than 100%. Well, I mean, we'll see. We don't know. I predict he'll play tonight, but if he doesn't and they wait another game, there's nothing wrong with that. We'll just have to see. It's a game time decision. I just think that he's going to want to play, partly because he's just that dude that always wants to play. And second, it is Philadelphia, and that is a big deal and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Monique saying we're good. Tough. You have to go through this. Go Raptors. It is what it is, Monique. It's just how it is. This life gives you curveballs. You just got to deal with them and go through them and stuff like that. That ref probably can't stand the flopping. Which ref are you talking about? I'm not sure. Curtis Blair is actually a pretty good ref. He's been very fair to us, and I don't mind him at all. Him being in charge tonight is great. In fact, I think the ref crew will be pretty good. They'll be on the up and up. We'll have to see. Now, we have to watch for the ref manipulation and for the regular stuff. Like, let's see if they're favoring calls. Let's see if they're babying Joel Embiid and put him on the line way too much for touch fouls and stupid shit like that. We'll be vigilant about that. But all intents and purposes, or forecasting them going in, they look like a friendly crew that will be helpful to the Raptors and not be like a hit job or something like that. They look like they're going to be okay. Good morning, Sue. Excited for tonight. Did you hear about the 7 techs in the third last night with the Suns and the Warriors? Wow. Yeah, Suns beating the Warriors pretty good last night. Yeah, there was a lot of funny stuff in that game from what I heard, but I didn't see everything right there. Cool Cat saying, take a deep breath. We understand the frustration. Very frustrated, especially since I did the whole spiel with it not connected, and I was hoping that it would go through, but it cut off the 10 minutes with the ref report and things like that after the connection went unstable. So I don't know what it is. I'm really kind of mad because I pay a lot for good internet, and this is one of the things I pay for is dependability. And I'm not getting that this morning for some reason. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Cool Cat saying, shoots. Maybe I should try to get a ticket tonight. I already have tickets for Friday. I don't know. That's what a Raptor Freak would do, is go to as many games as possible. I don't go to – I limit myself to one game a month because I would try and go to every single game if I could. But it's just not financially reasonable for me and stuff like that. But if you guys, if you want to go and you can go, go. I have no problem with that. That's awesome. Monique wants us to make Embiid cry. We will never forget. Monique's like, make him cry. Yes. Tom Duke saying head nurse Annette nightmare is just a bad dream. No, that's not a bad dream. The reality is this one. The stuff that happened before with the Wild West and Lucky and the Rocket Car, that was a dream. In fact, maybe the last season was a dream. Everything that was weird with the Raptor and the real Mascot matchup. And he's very much in the real world now. You can pinch him and he'd be like, oh, I'm in the real world now. So this is like reality, he's in now. This is not going to be a dream. Like I'm going to say, oh, it was all a dream at the end of this one. He is actually in reality at this point in the story and stuff like that. Don't fear Ben Franklin. That's right. In real life, don't be afraid of getting 100 bills, or don't fear the Ben Franklin cosplayer, or don't fear the Sixers. How about that? I love all that. Head exploding. Shane Waters saying, good morning, friends. I'm ready for the Fred VanVleet and Maxey matchup. Maxey cooked Fred VanVleet in the playoffs, but Freddie had no lateral movement with his knee issues. Let's go Raptors. Yeah, we made this point in the other stream, Mike and I, that it'll be really nice to see a healthy Fred match up with Maxey to show the true powers of him against a young Maxey like that. And it doesn't hurt that Maxey is not the most sharp as he has been in his career to start this season. He has struggled. He has not been efficient. He's not made a shot, and his scoring average is a little down. He's had one really good game this season so far, and the other ones have been kind of meh, a little bit of a dud and stuff like that. So we don't want Maxey to start feeling good in our game. It's good that they beat the Pacers already on Monday, because if they were 0-4 right now coming in this game, they'd be very desperate. So in some ways, they've got a relief of winning the game against the Pacers that'll help cut their edge a little bit to be desperate to win. But they're still going to be desperate to win because their record is bad and stuff like that. But we need to win both these games against Philadelphia and show them that we want payback for the playoffs last year and stuff like that. Sue saying, yes, Shane, can't wait to see their matchup now that Fred is healthy for sure. Piss off Maxey. That's what Monique is saying. All right, guys, I am going to make this short and sweet today just because of technical difficulties. Thank you for bearing with me, and I hope that everything was clear and concise and forward today and stuff like that on the preview today. Y'all have a great Wednesday, and let's beat the Sixers tonight. We got to do all the normal things, outplay, out hustle, get those 50-50 balls, get the rebound battle, get some good assists tonight, and beat them at the three-point line, make our free throws and make a better percentage than them, get to the free throw line more than them, which is a tall order since Harden and Embiid are free throw merchants. But that strategy that I explained about how to handle James Harden tonight, it could be very much a successful thing that they do. Play off of him. Let him shoot. Dare James to be the guy who shoots all the shots, and do not let him get the other Sixers feeling good with assists and playmaking. Play for him to let him shoot all he wants, because he's going to miss a lot. He'll make some of them, but he'll miss maybe 2/3 of them. He'll make 1/3 of them. He'll miss 2/3 of them. And just don't let him get Joel or Tyrese going. That's what I say. That's a sound strategy for tonight. Isaac saying, thanks for pushing through in true Raptors freak fashion. W for you, my friend. W for you, Isaac Campbell, and I appreciate y'all. And let's get that W tonight, Toronto Raptors. We have get back against the Sixers. The playoffs, they put us out last year, and we need to show them that Joel Embiid is going to use our court as a landing strip with no stupid ass airplanes and stuff like that. If you go in the game tonight, get loud, chant defense as loudly as possible. If you have to boost some people, go ahead and boost some people. Just make sure our crowd is lively and ready to cheer our team in the best ways towards that victory. Yeah. Summer Lowe saying, is it your phone on vibration that keeps going off? I keep thinking it's my phone. No, I don't even know what's vibrating right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and log off, and I'll start investigating some of this stuff. I don't think anybody's calling me right now. No, nobody's calling me. Maybe we're just electric.